They told me to sign the papers today, or lose my farm tomorrow. That's what the HOA president said, standing in my kitchen, leaning over the table my great-grandfather built in 1899 like she already owned it. Vivian Hartwell, queen of the cul-de-sac, razor smile, Merced's keys dangling. She slid a foreclosure notice across the wood like it was candy. This land is worth millions now, Mr. Blackstone. Time to move on. Then she walked out. Heels clicking, victory assumed. Now I know what you're thinking. Another old farmer getting crushed by an HOA. Wrong. Because 20 years ago, I wasn't chasing chickens. I was hunting banks. I built my career on Wall Street tearing apart failing regional banks and turning them into gold. And when Regional Trust Bank was bleeding out in 2008, I quietly bought controlling interest for the price of a used minivan. Nobody ever knew it was me. I retired to my family's 40-acre farm. Quiet mornings, heirloom tomatoes, soil my bloodline worked before zoning laws even existed. And that's exactly what made Vivian furious. Her suburban empire wrapped around my land like a noose. Her buyers complained about the smell of food being grown. Her roads bent awkwardly around my boundaries. And every morning, from her McMansion window, she had to stare at my farmhouse. So she tried to erase me. She claimed I owed HOA fees, penalties, rules my land never agreed to. Then she convinced my own bank that my farm suddenly fell under HOA jurisdiction. And my own employees, not knowing who signed their paychecks, helped push the foreclosure. She thought she'd won. The next morning, I walked into Regional Trust Bank pretending to be a confused old farmer. And that's when the lies started collapsing. Because banks don't foreclose without proof. And Vivian had none that would survive daylight. So I called some old friends. We dug. And what we found wasn't just corruption, it was organized fraud. Fake appraisals. Backdated boundary changes. Loans against imaginary values. Every single one personally guaranteed by Vivian herself. She wasn't trying to steal my farm for profit. She was desperate. Drowning in debt. One asset away from total collapse. Then she crossed the line. She tried to bribe a 78-year-old widow to lie about my farm. That's when I stopped playing defense. I walked into the bank's boardroom with a briefcase full of evidence and shut the doors. Fraud, money trails, emails, recorded calls. I told them one thing: drop the foreclosure or lose your jobs. 2 days later, Vivian retaliated by foreclosing on the widow instead. So I went nuclear. I called the FDIC. Within 24 hours, federal investigators swarmed the bank. That's when I revealed the final card. I owned the bank. Every mortgage. Every loan. Every string she thought she was pulling. Her accounts were frozen. Her assets locked. Her escape routes closed. She tried to run anyway. Fled the country with stolen money. Didn't matter. Costa Rica caught her. She came back in cuffs. $47 million in fraudulent lending. Hundreds of families targeted. Every dollar recovered. The HOA collapsed. The neighborhood rebuilt. The widow became HOA president. And my farm, still standing, still growing food, still free. Because here's the truth. Sometimes the bully doesn't realize. They're threatening the one person who can end the entire game. And the real victory isn't revenge. It's building something so strong that the bully becomes irrelevant. So let me ask you this. Where do you draw the line between protecting what's yours and standing up for everyone else? Is justice about punishment, or about what you build after the dust settles? Drop your thoughts below. And if you've ever watched a bully fall apart the moment the truth showed up, I want to hear your story. This fight wasn't just mine.